I'm Dana Denha, and you're watching FYI. Ann Arbor is dedicated to making a positive environmental impact. In the Office of Sustainability and Innovation makes learning about protecting the earth fun and interactive. Watch some of the highlights from this year's A20 week.
The A20 program is Ann Arbor's community-wide plan to achieve carbon neutrality citywide in a just and equitable manner by 2030. And this week is our A20 week, which is a week of festivities to celebrate.
This is a logo for what product?
Tonight we've got A20 climate trivia.
Questions that have to do with ecology, climate change, the Ann Arbor A20 plan, and food waste.
There's, no end to the amount you can learn about what's going on with climate action.
We have a great group of volunteers that are pruning and really cleaning up the rain garden so that it can just kind of revive and thrive.
Pollinators are really important. Things like bees, butterflies, moths, insects, things that help pollinate our local flowers. And not just our local flowers, but also the food that we eat. Pollinators are super important to our food systems and sustainability broadly.
The earth is our only home that we have right now. So I think that all of us as citizens need to take care of the earth.
For more on the city's carbon neutrality goals and progress, visit a2gov.org/sustainability. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more in exactly 30 seconds. Finding grown-up friendships and hobbies can be a hard task to achieve, but there is a membership-based club right in our area to build relationships and learn about new passions. The Ann Arbor City Club is even offering special discounts during the city's Bicentennial year.
We are having a spring open house for the Ann Arbor City Club. We are offering 50% off our annual membership dues in honor of the Ann Arbor Bicentennial.
There are a lot of activities at the club, and it's just a great place to meet people and develop friendships.
It gets people out of the house, into the building, socialize with their neighbors and other community members. We're also a nonprofit organization, so we support other nonprofits.
There's pretty much something for everybody here. We have lunch and learns and dine and discover about once a month. That's where you get a speaker and a meal. We have about 22 interest groups.
It's a good opportunity for people in the Ann Arbor area to learn more about history and enjoy each other. And it's a lot of people from Ann Arbor and the university who come together and socialize together. And also they have the common interest of giving back to the community.
It's a place that many people think is their home away from home.
There's no better way to celebrate America's independence than watching bright lights bursting in the air. Before you put on your own fireworks display, there's some pertinent safety information. Learn more about fireworks safety and laws in this month's City Roundup in 60.
Hi there, Mike Kennedy, Fire Chief for the City of Ann Arbor, here to talk about some safety measures for the upcoming July 4th holiday weekend. First, we want to remind everyone that fireworks can only be set off in the City of Ann Arbor between June 29th and July 4th between the hours of 11 a.m. and 11:45 p.m. Fireworks are not allowed to be set off in city parks, city right-of-way, streets, and you need to have permission if you were to go onto anyone's private property to set off fireworks. July 4th is the #1 holiday for emergency room visits for burns. So please, you do not want to spend your July 4th holiday in the emergency room. So please, please, please be careful. We recommend professional fireworks displays are the safest way to enjoy the holiday weekend. If you already use fireworks, make sure that you have a water source, either a bucket of water or a garden hose nearby. After you use fireworks, make sure that you soak those fireworks in a bucket of water for several hours before you throw them in a trash can. Here in Ann Arbor, we've had several fires where people put used fireworks in a trash can that set the trash can on fire that then set a structure on fire. July 4th holiday is also the #1 holiday for lost pets. Please make sure that you have your pets on a good leash, or make sure that your pets are kept indoors, because you certainly don't want to have a pet get loose during this time period. You are responsible for any fire or damage that's created from any fireworks that you set off. And if a firework fails to go off, never look at it, never try to relight it. Please just throw it in a bucket of water, let it soak for a couple hours, and then throw it away. We hope these tips will help ensure that you have a happy and safe July 4th holiday. Thank you.
The Association Football League Ann Arbor has been making an impact on the community since its founding in 2014. And now, 10 years later, the organization is dedicated to showing the city some love through several initiatives during Ann Arbor's Bicentennial. Joining me is Michal Lorenc, co-founder of AFC Ann Arbor. Welcome to the show, Michal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can you tell me a little bit, you're one of the co-founders of AFC Ann Arbor. Can you tell me a little bit about the organization and why you wanted to bring this to our area?
Of course. No, thank you. So yes, AFC Ann Arbor is at its core a grassroots community soccer club. We are what's considered a summer league. The players that play for the club are the high-level collegiate players who are looking for opportunities to train to improve their skill at summertime. And what better place to do it than Ann Arbor? We have two teams. We have men's and women's team. And this year, we're actually very proud because we have players hailing from all 6 continents, 20 countries, and over 35 universities. Many of them coming to Ann Arbor for the summer, getting to learn and live in our great city, but also representing Ann Arbor and representing the game of soccer.
How do you have tryouts? How do people get on the team?
So right now, in the minor league soccer level, our club has quite a good reputation. We don't hold tryouts anymore. Sometimes we have open practices. Most of our players are recruited by our staff, by our coaches. Many of them are returning players. And we really try to have a great mixture of international, out-of-town players, as well as some of the local talent. So yes, based on the reputation and kind of the year-over-year word of mouth, we're able to staff very competitive and high-quality teams every year.
It's amazing to bring people from all over to our, it's like a big little town, Ann Arbor, and to have people from all over the world come here and see it. And we all know, like your story, people fall in love with the city and sometimes they don't leave.
Absolutely, yes. And actually, yes, myself, I came here 17 years ago. I was supposed to stay here for 2 years and never left. We actually have a number of players that came to Ann Arbor, played with us for a summer, and then when they graduated from college, they ended up coming back and just living here. We have some of the very young players that have started playing for us, and actually some of the players were fans of our team 8-9 years ago, who then ended up progressing and playing better and better at higher level and actually represented the club. Some of them are out in college. We actually have some of the professional players right now, and many of them love coming back for the summer, staying connected with the team, but also being drawn back to Ann Arbor.
Do you call it football or soccer?
It changes. Oftentimes it's soccer with our fans, but it's football among players. Again, having a mixture of internationals, many of the European and South American players, it's football for them.
Yeah, that's what I was curious, because I know here in America, we call it soccer, but you're from another country. A lot of your players are from around the world. So I was just curious how you guys represented it.
That's right.
What about you? Did you play soccer? Is that why you wanted to do this?
In a way, I was a typical kid in Europe, in Poland. I always played soccer. I grew up in a way with a soccer ball by my foot. I never really played organized soccer. So
Mhm.
I was an exchange student here in the US way back when. I did play on a high school team. I decided not to pursue and kind of go to college route. I was always a fan. I actually one of my best memories again way back in the US with soccer was the 1994 World Cup and coming and watching Sweden play Brazil at Silverdome was an amazing experience. I had an opportunity to intern and work for Chicago Fire for Major League Soccer during their initial team. So I was always very close to the game. And when opportunity came up to join some of the other people in the community to bring soccer, the high level soccer to Ann Arbor, I didn't hesitate. I jumped on and I participated since day one, and it's amazing to see the progress and the impact that we have on the soccer community, but also on Ann Arbor at large.
Man, too bad that Silverdome's not still here. You guys could probably have played there.
That would have been interesting. That would have been very interesting. We do have a big house right around the corner. We play at Pioneer High School at Holloway Field. So yes, one of the dreams for all of us is to eventually have a game at the big house.
Oh, yeah, that would be so fun. And I think like you guys are really movers and shakers. Like a lot of you guys end up in the playoffs a lot, and your players end up being professional, a lot of them.
Yes. We have about 30 players. So yeah, we've been around for 9 years. We took 2 years off for COVID, 2020, 2021. So we've been active as a club for 7 years. And yeah, we have, I think at last count, about 30 players who on both men and female side who ended up playing professionally, kind of, a couple highlights, claims to fame, if you will. We have a Kenyan Stanley Okumu, who actually plays in French First League. We have a couple players, including Charlie Sharp, who played for us last season, that this season ended up playing for Toronto FC in Major League Soccer. On the women's side, one of the local phenoms from Chloe Ricketts played for us as a 15-year-old, ended up signing and playing right now for Washington Spirit in NWSL. And Jade Rivera, who was a captain for Michigan soccer team, she actually ended up winning Olympic gold for Team Canada and plays consistently for Manchester United, winning recently the FA Cup, the top trophy in women's soccer. So yeah, we were very fortunate to be able to attract and to nourish and grow some of the amazing talent. And we have a pipeline right now. We have players that probably some of them will end up at the same level. Just the other day, last week, Chloe Ricketts' record for the youngest player to play for us and score a goal was actually broken by Bridget Koppmeyer, a girl who's not even 15 years old. She won't turn 15 till 3 months from now. Amazing player, ended up playing for us and scoring a goal. So yeah, there's lots of great local talent and international talent that mashes together on the field.
Many props to you. And I'm sure soccer is one of those sports where people are really young when they are very talented, because it's one of the first sports, I know, at least in America, and I'm sure all over the world, it's one of the first organized sports that young kids play. Like that would be like, you had a 4 or 5-year-old, you'd put them in soccer before you'd put them in much of anything else.
Yes, and that's the beauty of the game. We call it the beautiful game. In a way, it's very simple and affordable. Yes,
Mhm.
anyone can get a soccer ball, just pick up a ball and start playing. And the more you play, the more you outside, kick the ball around, pass it, the better you are. So yeah, I think based on the latest data, youth soccer is the most popular sport among American youth. Travel soccer, youth soccer, is extremely popular in Ann Arbor in Washtenaw County. By some counts, there are over 10,000 kids that played organized soccer from, as you mentioned, the age 3 or 4 all the way up to high school. So there is definitely lots of participation and lots of interest, and the quality of the game has improved significantly. When we started 9 years ago, we were probably, there were maybe 3 or 4 clubs at our level. Right now, we compete with 8, 10, 12 different clubs just here in Michigan for talent and for fan bases. So the game is definitely growing And I believe will continue to grow with World Cup that US will be hosting in 2026, Olympics in 2028, and number of other kind of big events. So yeah, we're very excited where we are and are very bullish on soccer as a sport in the US.
Well, it's not just about the game, though. You guys, your organization is dedicated to giving back to the community. Talk about that and why it is so important to be an organization that gives to the city as a whole.
So yes, we are. I mentioned before, we think of ourselves as being a grassroots community club. Our ownership group comprises of people that are active and involved in the community. We share the love for soccer and the love for Ann Arbor, and we are really trying to combine the two. I mentioned right around COVID 2020, 2021, we decided not to play. To take some of the time off of the playing, that was the right thing to do. We used that time to really think as deeply as an organization and try to double down in a way on some of the key issues that so many people were grappling with thinking about. So we wanted to be part of Ann Arbor and try to represent the values that our community does, and then in a way maybe lead and show the community what can be done. So our club was one of the initial founders of Anti-Racist Soccer Club, which is an initiative to try to fight racism in professional, semi-professional sports. We've done a number of things around youth sports, tried to partner with different organizations to create camps or a number of things to kind of to bring the youth and fitness and literacy to some of the underrepresented communities. This year, with Bicentennial, we were really trying to figure out how to tie what we do in our season in a meaningful way with celebrating Ann Arbor's past history as well as the future. So a couple of things that we settled on was to really try to tie this entire season with the Bicentennial theme. So we have the A200 logo permanently embedded on our jerseys, both home and away jerseys. We actually created a commemorative scarf. In soccer culture, scarves are very, very popular. We have a commemorative scarf with the A200 Bicentennial. Those were just signs. We wanted to do something more meaningful, something that maybe will have a little more lasting impact. So we decided to fund the big oak tree that will be planted at Bicentennial Park. AFC Ann Arbor is known as the Mighty Oak, so that seemed to be a very natural kind of connection. We also came up with an idea of finding a way to donate some of the trees. So again, the Mighty Oak donating to the City of Trees. So we came up with this initiative of every goal that our both of teams score throughout the season equals 3 trees that we are donating to the City of Ann Arbor. After 8 games, we had 15 goals, so that's 45 trees.
Wow.
Breaking news, we just finalized the deal with DTE Energy. They wanted to double the impact. So actually those 45 trees is 90 trees right now. So every goal that we score, we are donating 6 trees to Ann Arbor Parks and Recs to be planted and to stay for a long time. And then the last initiative, again, part of the environmental impact, we decided as a club to, and I think we are one of the very few, if not only one at our level, we went completely plastic free in our concessions. So we moved away from single-use plastic water bottles, some other products, and instead we have liquid death water. It's all canned. We have canned Gatorade, as well as some Coke and Sprite products, but really try to move away and to show people that you can do it, that you can, even at a smaller scale event, that you can have a meaningful impact and move away from plastic, plant some of the trees. And then number of our games, almost every weekend game this season, we decided to partner with a different local organization. Again, some of the like-minded organizations. So our very first game, we partnered with Ann Arbor PTO Council and basically Ann Arbor Public Schools. Try to highlight some of the issues that our public schools are dealing with and really try to support teachers in everything that they're doing. This past Sunday, we just had a mental health awareness game where we invited organizations from MJR Foundation to Garrett's Space to Neutral Zone, and again, Washtenaw Intermediate School District Bridge Team, different organizations that are really dealing with mental health issues across different ages. We will do a food drive and non-perishable drive with Washtenaw SOS community. So again, those are just some of the examples. And again, for us, every game is an opportunity to showcase very high quality soccer, but also bring to our fans, our supporters, different themes, different causes that we believe are important for the city, and really galvanize and capture everybody for that.
Wow, Michael, you guys really have your finger on the pulse, and I am very impressed with everything that you're doing. It's so important to be an organization that is leading the way in environmental initiatives, and that's what you're really doing this year with your no plastics and planting all these. The tree thing is amazing. Are you guys helping plant the trees, or is it just like you're donating them?
So it's a combination. We already have helped distribute some of the trees through the Park and Rec, the tree distribution center. Yes, we will plant, I believe, at the Bicentennial Park. It will be late September, so after our season. But yes, we will plant the tree. And yeah, we're working with A20 and Parks and Rec to they're helping to identify different areas. There are lots of soccer fields throughout Ann Arbor. So actually the idea of planting some of the trees that might eventually provide shade for the players is something that we're really thinking about. I also forgot to mention our away kit we designed to look like a tree canopy. So it's green with like dark dots. So again, very much looks like either when you look up and see through the trees or the shade that the tree plants. So yes, the leaving the lasting impact and not just celebrating Bicentennial in year 2024, but doing something that can last throughout was an intention of our initiatives.
I'm just amazing. The other thing is you guys play at Pioneer, which is like close for everyone. You can get tickets online for the games, and they're pretty often, right?
Yes. So actually, we're halfway through our season right now. The season goes very, very rapidly. We have number games coming up. We play at Pioneer. Tickets, kids 13 and under are always free. We want to make our game accessible. We want to show the kids the beauty of the game. So kids 13 and under, always free. Tickets, $12 at the gate, or you can buy them online for $10. We're waiving any of the fees. So again, our intention is to try to get as many people to see the game and in a way draw them through the game, via the game, to be part of the big, vibrant community. Hallway Field at Pioneer, great venue, ample parking, free parking, and quite frankly, walkable and to many people in the community. So yes.
Or ride your bike. Yeah, totally. Are you selling the merch, the jersey and the scarf? Can people wear that stuff, or is that just for the team?
No, absolutely. We're selling it. Yes, you can buy it on our website, afcannarbor.com. We also have merchandise at our games.
Awesome. Well, we're almost out of time, Michael. So why don't you just tell people how they can support AFC Ann Arbor and become a part of the organization, essentially, by going to the games, wearing the merch, all that stuff, and seeing your mascot. Apparently you have a mascot, Nutmeg.
We do have a mascot, Nutmeg. Rumor has it that my younger son and Nutmeg have never been together in one place. They've been seen in one place, so I'll leave it at that. One of the very cool things about soccer is that our fans like to call themselves supporters. They really try to support the team and the cause. So we're inviting the community to become supporters of AFC Ann Arbor. You can do it by, first and foremost, attending our games. Come to the games. I guarantee you'll have lots of fun. We have kids area, for kids to play. We usually have 1 or 2 food trucks. Washtenaw Dairy. I'd be remiss to say Washtenaw Dairy actually created a custom ice cream for us this season, the Multi Oak. So you can buy the Multi Oak at the game. Coming to the game, buying tickets and supporting directly is the best way. Follow us on social media. You can find us on any social media platform at AFC Ann Arbor. Buy our merch. When you see some of our players around town, many of them will be wearing our colors, our kit. Say hi. So again, most of them are out of towners. They're coming here for a little bit. if you're a local business, would love to partner with you in a meaningful way to to promote kind of your businesses or some of the causes that you have. So yeah, any way that anybody, an individual wants to partner, or a business, we're happy to talk about.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Michael. And you know what? I'm ready to go to a game. I've never been, and I think I want to go to a game now.
Please come over. You'll have a blast.
For more on this and other programs, visit a2gov.org/CTN and visit youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor to see all that we have to offer. And remember to like, subscribe, and ring that notification. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time to FYI.